You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Caitlyn Clark, and she opens up about something that we've heard about in regards to her personality on the court and who she is. Remember last year when she was getting the ever-loving crap beat out of her by all these players on the court, whether it's the clothesline from hell from Angel Reese or the forearm shiver from Chennedy Carter or Diamond DeShields just flat spearing her like this was the NFL and she's Brian Urlacher, or many of the other incidents that happened during the season, we kept hearing, well, some of this is being brought on by Caitlyn Clark because she's this notoriously big-time trash talker. Well, Caitlyn Clark has come out and made a statement about that, and she said, no, I'm not a trash talker. So I'm just wondering, okay, was she a big trash talker in college? And she decided because she was a rookie, I'm not going to talk trash. She did, however, make a statement about talking trash to somebody that had a lot to say about her last year, which was Diana Taurasi. They had an exchange, and she talks about it here. The other thing she's going to talk about is she finally made a statement about all that damn muscle she's put on. We know she's went out there, she's gotten swole, she's gotten jacked, and that's so she can stand up to the beating that's probably coming to her this WNBA season. I shudder at how bad I think it could end up getting. I've still said I think the NBA needs to get involved here. The WNBA phenom Caitlyn Clark has provided moments of awe and antagonism on the basketball court. Clark's rookie year in 2024 and the end of her college career saw several confrontational moments with other players, sometimes including illegal hits on Clark. Clark's fans levied much of the criticism for those situations against other players involved, but some figures in women's basketball accused Clark of being a trash talker. Ace's coach, Becky Hammond, suggested that Clark talks more trash than any other player in the WNBA. Quote, they jaw at each other. Nobody talks more crap than Caitlyn, too, Hammond said in a June press conference. UConn's women's coach, Gino Auriemma, said during a podcast in November, the reason why players go after Clark is because of her trash talk. Now, she talks a lot of shit on the court. He continued of Clark, when people talk about the WNBA, why are they beating up on Caitlyn Clark? Because she talks a lot of shit on the court, and that's what makes her good. Well, she can talk shit, but that doesn't mean they can go out there and clothesline her or spear her ass like it's like they're Braun Breaker and this is the WWE. They're not allowed to do that. So she's not like this angel walking out there and everybody else is beating her up. No, she has a lot to say. So, and it goes on to talk about the Chennedy Carter situation that we talked about. And one WNBA player, ESPN analyst, said that Caitlyn Clark was talking shit to Chennedy Carter. Again, it doesn't mean you take a forearm shiver over some trash talk, right? That's not the way this is supposed to actually work. However, Caitlyn Clark suggested that all these claims that she talks trash are false. During an interview with Netflix, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction with David Letterman, quote, people say that I talk trash. I don't, Caitlyn Clark said. Clark also added that opposing players don't talk trash to her either. Quote, no one really talks trash to me. Honestly, I swear to you, maybe it will happen next year, Clark said. Clark also explained circumstances that would prompt her to talk trash and admitted when it has happened. Quote, the only thing is, if somebody said something to me, I probably will go back at you, but I'm not really going to start it. Somebody that did talk trash was Diana Taurasi, but it was all in good fun. We were playing them at home, and she fouled me, like pretty hard, kind of from behind, and I turned around and said to the ref, it's intentional, you didn't go for the ball, and she was like, came back at me and was like, all right, do it again. And we just kind of kept going back and forth at each other and then we went down to the other end. Clark added that later in the game, Taurasi told Clark, quote, "I just love you." They tried to squash their beef, and of course, she went on that alternate telecast of the NC2A women's final the other night with Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. So, but of course, Taurasi before the season said that Caitlyn Clark was going to get a reality check when she got to the WNBA, and the joke was on the rest of the league because they got reality checked straight to hell when a rookie wins Rookie of the Year, drops 19 points, 8.5 assists, and damn near 7 rebounds on their ass a game, and has triple doubles. I mean, what can you say? So she went on the alternate telecast and she started talking about being jacked. We've all seen the photos now. Right there, she's putting on the muscle, the girth, trying to get ready. There she is for the upcoming season. I made a video about that. A lot of people really was commenting about how jacked up she had gotten. The picture of her being jacked drew the attention of Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. The duo welcomed Clark on their show during the alt cast of the NCAA Women's Championship game on Sunday. Clark laughed when the photo from her on the sideline in March was mentioned. Quote, "It was the camera angle," she joked. "AI is getting out of control, come on." Clark admitted that she's been working hard on her strength during the off-season. Quote, "I'm trying to get stronger. I like a lot of time in the weight room. It's something I kind of enjoy, so it's pretty easy for me to spend time in there and really work on that part of my game." The 23-year-old lived up to high expectations set for her when she was drafted number 1 overall. And it goes on to talk about the reality is coming. By the way, Taurasi did bring that up. Quote, "Reality is coming to me now." So, I mean, Taurasi has at least embraced where all this went. I mean, what can she do about it? She got proved wrong. Not only did she get proved wrong, she looked like a damn fool after having said it. I mean, yeah, reality check did show up to everybody that faced that young lady. And now we know the Indiana Fever's team is loaded. She went and got jacked up, I guarantee you, because she found out how physical the league was. And again, there's physical basketball. Like I said, I came up watching the 80s and 90s basketball. It was very physical. But it was not the same last year, and we all know that. If you've got any eyes and can see, we know that wasn't just physical basketball. There was some other venom out there, which we have all seen now, that contributed to Caitlyn Clark getting the crap kicked out of her, right? So we'll see where it goes. I hope not, but I foresee multiple altercations this year happening again. I just think there's too many of these petty women, these jealous women, and these racist women in this league that are going to try to beat on her during the season. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.